There are probably hundreds, if not thousands of search engines on the market. We have talked about 17 of the most popular ones in this video right here. And wouldn't it be awesome if your website can be found on important search engines when someone is searching for something related to your business? Though Google said that they can discover URLs without you submitting your site to them, but there are some instances where they can't. So in this video, we will share with you how you can submit your website to a couple of search engines so that your site can appear on most of them. Let's go. Hey, it's Jack from RankMath, the one tool that provides easy to use SEO and AI tools, and this channel provides you with tips, tricks, and tutorials to help you grow your search traffic. So if you're new to us, consider subscribing. Now, most established search engines will have a Webmaster tool that will allow you as a website owner to easily submit your site to them, like Google has Google Search Console, Bing has Bing Webmaster Tools, and so on. But do you know, if you submit your site to Google, Bing, and Yandex, your site will appear literally on majority of the search engines. So if you have not submitted your site to any of these search engines, let me walk you through the process starting with Google. Now, the first step of submitting your site to Google is to verify your site with Google Search Console. I will share a few methods of verification if you use RankMath, and then after that, I will walk you through the steps if you don't use RankMath. So if it is the first time you use RankMath and you follow through our setup wizard, your site would have been verified with Google Search Console automatically. But if for some reason your site is still not verified, for example, you go to the Search Console, expand this, and you click on Add Property, you do not see your site here, then what you want to do is to go back to your site under RankMath SEO, go to its general settings, and select Analytics. If you have not connected your site with a Google account, you want to follow through the steps. First, you connect your site with RankMath. If your site is already connected with RankMath, the next step will be for you to connect with a Google account. You want to log in with the Google account where you want the Search Console to be connected with. Click on Continue, and then take note that RankMath only collects your site's data and store it on your web server. We do not keep any of your data. The data will only be used on RankMath's analytics module. We consider your privacy to be of utmost importance. So please check all these boxes and hit Continue. Once this is done, give it a while and you will see your site connected with the Search Console. And if you visit the Search Console, let's refresh the page, let's expand this, and you will see that your site is a verified property on Google Search Console. One of the important things to do to submit your site to Google is to submit an XML sitemap, which we would have done for you automatically, as you can see. An XML sitemap is basically a file that lists all the pages and URLs on your site. It acts as a roadmap to help search engines understand your site's layout and structure. So it is helpful that you submit this XML sitemap to them. Now, for some reason, if you do not see an XML sitemap submitted automatically, what you want to do is to go back to your site, open up the sitemap settings, and this is the XML sitemap index link that you should copy and paste it over here. Make sure that you remove the domain since there is already a placeholder here and hit submit. It is as simple as that. Now, if for some reason you still have troubles connecting your site with our automatic method, which shouldn't be the case, you could visit RankMath's general settings, click on Webmaster Tools, and here you can enter the verification code or ID provided by Search Console. And to show you an example, I have to work on another site because the previous site is already connected. So let's say I want to connect this site with the same Google account that has this verified property. What we want to do is to paste the site's URL here and click Continue. After that, you'll be presented with several verification methods. What we need is the HTML tag method. Let's expand this, and here, this is the meta tag you need to paste on your site's head section. And to do that, you want to click copy, and then back to your site, you want to paste the code here under Google Search Console and save changes. Once done, go back to your Search Console, and under the HTML tag option, you want to click verify. Give it a while, and now your site is verified with Google Search Console. As you can see, now I have two verified sites on the same Search Console. And similarly, to submit your site to Google, you want to submit the XML sitemap. This is automatically submitted, and if you don't see this, similarly go to your sitemap settings, copy this link, and paste it here. Remove the domain and hit submit. And now we are done. It is as simple as that. Now, if you don't use RankMath, the steps for submitting your site with Search Console is similar, but the verification process may differ. So similarly, you want to copy your site's URL, Go to the search console, expand this, and you want to add property. Paste the URL prefix here and hit continue. Now instead of pasting the HTML tag to rank math, you now need to go to the site's code and paste this tag in the head section of your site. So let's copy this, go back to your site. The head section of your site can typically be found when you hover to Appearance under Theme File Editor. On the right, look for the header.php file. And right here, you can see that this is the start of your page, and this is the start of the head tag and the end of the head tag. And in between the start and the end of the head tag, you want to paste the copied meta tag here and click Update File. Once done, go back to Google Search Console and verify it. And once it's verified, you will be able to submit your XML sitemap. Alright, that's for submitting your site to Google. Now let's talk about Bing. So this is the URL to Bing's Webmaster tools. We have left the same link in the description. What you need to do is to click on Get Started. Preferably you want to connect your site using the same Google account that hosts the Search Console. So I'll do that and follow the steps. And then if you have your Search Console connected, you can simply click on Import and everything will be done. But let's go through the manual way. Let's enter our site's URL and click Add. And then similarly, you want to select the HTML tag option. This is the code you need to copy. Go back to RankMath's Webmaster tool. Again, it is under RankMath SEO, under General Settings, and Webmaster Tools. And over here under the Bing Webmaster Tools, you want to paste the code in the field and click Save Changes. Then go back to Bing Webmaster Tools and verify your site. Give it a while, and your site will be verified. Now, once you are in the Webmaster tools, to submit your site to them, go to Sitemaps. If these sitemaps are updated, you don't need to submit it anymore. But if they are not, then click on Submit Sitemap. Go back to your site again, open up your sitemap settings, copy this link, go back to the Webmaster tools, and paste the link here. Hit Submit. And now your site is submitted to Bing. It just needs some time to process. Awesome! Now your site is on Bing. Now let's talk about Yandex. Alright, this is the link to Yandex Webmaster Tools. Similarly, the link is in the description. Now the user interface is really clear. There's a button here for you to add site. And then you can either create a new account or log in with one of these accounts. Let's say that we use the same Google account for all the other search engines Webmaster Tools. Go through the steps. There are some verifications to be done. Then click Accept. Give it a while. Alright, we are in the Yandex Webmaster tools. Let's add our site's URL here and click Add. Now the same thing. Click on the meta tag option. Copy this meta tag. Go back to your site and to the Webmaster tools settings. And right below here under Yandex verification ID, you want to paste the tag here and hit Save Changes. Once the settings is updated, let's go back to Yandex Webmaster and verify your site. Once it is done, this will ask you for the email address where they will send you notifications. Let's click Confirm. And now your site is verified with Yandex. Now to submit your XML sitemap to Yandex, on the menu, expand indexing and click on sitemap files. Over here, you want to add your XML sitemap file. So similarly, under your sitemap settings, copy this link, go back to Yandex, paste the link here and click Add. And now your sitemap is added to the processing queue. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks for the processing to be completed. And after that, your site is submitted to Yandex. So as you can see, you can connect your site to many other search engines with RankMath, and the process is going to be the same. Most major search engines will have their very own Webmaster tools. You will have to sign up with them and they will provide you with a piece of code or meta tag to be added to your site. You can add the meta tag to RankMath's Webmaster tool settings or within the head section of your site. Get it verified and then submit your XML sitemap with them. Now the best part is, if you have already submitted your site to Google, Bing and Yandex, your site will reach a significant share of the search engine market. Plus, other notable search engines like DuckDuckGo, Brave, Yahoo, Ecosia, Startpage and many others do not require you to submit your site, as they either rely on search engines like Google and Bing for search results, or they aggregate search results from multiple search engines, or they have their very own web crawlers to find your site. Now, if you want to expand your reach even further, then you want to check out this video, particularly on the part where we talk about Index Now, because if you submit an URL to Index Now on top of Bing and Yandex, your URL will be discovered by major search engines like Seznam, which is a popular search engine in Czech, and Naver, another major search engine in Korea. I'll leave a link to that part of the video in the description, so feel free to check it out. And before I end, I just want to say that submitting your website to search engines is not the end. Even though your site is indexed on search engines, it doesn't mean that your pages will rank and be found. So if you want to learn more about optimizing your pages to rank higher on search engines, feel free to check out this video right here. I hope that helps. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, how about helping us out by smashing that thumbs up? And if you haven't subscribed to us, we are all about helping you grow your search traffic. This is Jack from Rank Math. I'll see you in the next video.